He's got it! England have won the World Cup by the barest of margins!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 greatest cricket matches of all time.
It's in the England have pulled it off. The crowd goes ballistic.
For this list, we're looking at the games that have attained legendary status in this global sport. This includes matches from every format, so we're talking T20s, ODIs, and Tests. Which cricket match do you think stands the test of time? Let us know in the comments. Hey Mojoholics! For a chance to win cash prizes, play our live daily trivia challenges every day at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern only at WatchMojo.com/play. Number 10. Australia vs. England. The Ashes' third test, Headingley. This is the match that turned Ben Stokes into an Ashes legend. Not only did England achieve their highest successful chase, but they did so after being bundled out for just 67 runs in their first inning.
This combination has worked.
Australia themselves recovered from low totals to set England a target that seemed out of reach. To their credit, nobody could have seen Stokes coming, who appeared like a man possessed.
Oh, what a shot that is!
With England still 70 runs adrift, Stokes delivered a masterclass in attacking batting, chopping away at the target while protecting Jack Leach on the other end. Each run scored brought roars from the Headingley crowd, as England dared to dream. The victory that seemed unimaginable soon became a reality, although both teams deserve praise for putting on an absolute classic.
Cut away for four. What an innings, what a player.
Number 9. England vs. West Indies, ICC T20 World Cup Final. At their T20 peak, there was no team who could contend with West Indies' explosive playing style.
That looked a good shot, but might go straight to the field. It does! And there's the Bravo jig.
However, a late attack down the order allowed England to set up a competitive total, which was nearly enough. Thanks to Marlon Samuel's tenacity with the bat, the all-rounder kept his team in the hunt. Still, sharp English bowling at the death forced the Windies to get 19 off the final over.
It's gone a long way up and the plan could work. Mid-on sets himself. It's Joe Root, would you believe it?
Carlos Brathwaite then turned this final into a night to remember. With power hitting that's still hard to believe, the batsman belted all 4 of Ben Stokes' deliveries for 6. Having remained a step ahead until then, the shell-shocked English players could do nothing as Brathwaite brought West Indies to glory.
Carlos Brathwaite! Carlos Brathwaite!
Number 8. India vs. Australia. Second test, Kolkata. There's probably no better display of courage and determination than in this match. The mighty Australians showed why they were unbeaten for 16 matches straight by dominating India for half of the game.
Edged and dropped. The opportunity was there.
But an epic 376-run partnership between Rahul Dravid and VVS Lakshman turned it all around. The Indian batsman overcame the follow-on and then some, piling on a mammoth 657 runs in reply. Lakshman in particular brought the fight to the fearsome bowling attack, as he guided India to a match-winning position.
Lakshman, 1 run away from 150. No man close in catching for Warren at this stage. And there it is.
Once they'd lost control, the Australian batting lineup folded to Harbhajan Singh's spin, making this a test of two tales. Depending on each day, either team could have won, but it was India who ultimately ended Australia's winning streak.
Oh, he's batted that. Oh, he's given him! He's given him! Umpire Bunsal's given him! That's the end of the test match!
Number 7. Australia vs. South Africa. The ICC Cricket World Cup second semi-final. A contest between 2 of the top teams in the world was always going to be evenly matched, although few expected so many twists and turns.
We don't bother running for those.
Australia and South Africa were neck and neck for the entire game, but the former were the ones to enter the final. Despite being restricted to a relatively small total, the Australians hit back to limit South Africa's run chase.
Charging and up the hill. Knocked him over middle stump.
The Proteas still kept themselves afloat to match the target, but anything less than a win meant they were out. It was so close but so far, as Alan Donald's misjudged run shattered hopes of a maiden World Cup final.
Oh, been a tie. Can you believe that? I cannot believe it.
Darren Lehman, the fielder, and goodness me, that may have been the difference between a World Cup final berth or nothing.
If you're a fan of South Africa, this tied match will still feel like the biggest defeat. Number 6, India versus Pakistan, the ICC T20 World Cup Super 12s match. An India-Pakistan match without heart-pumping moments? Certainly not in arguably the greatest T20 ever played. Pakistan bossed India around for most of the match, scoring a respectable total before tearing through India's top order.
Oh, he's played on. He's played on. KL Rahul once again.
Only one man stood between Pakistan and victory, Virat Kohli. The Indian batsman held his wicket right until the end, and then unleashed a flurry of attacks that no bowler could counter.
Kohli goes down the ground. Kohli goes out of the ground.
And just like that, it was Pakistan who lost their footing. Eventually, even fate seemed to be on India's side. Everything from umpire decisions to Kohli's hits went their way, leaving Pakistan stunned. No T20 game has ever seesawed to this extent, and no matter which team you support, it gave fans all of their money's worth.
Nawaz, what have you got, Nawaz? Ashwin goes over, cleared the infield. India win a famous win.
Number 5, Australia versus England, the Ashes' second test Edgbaston. Here's a match that ebbed and flowed with life for 5 whole days. In the end, the difference was just 2 runs. After giving away a massive lead, Australia were heading towards certain defeat.
There's a big shout, he's gone, it's the wicket. Andrew Flintoff was turning this game around. He did it with the bat first.
They did lose, but it was touch and go for both sides. Where England restricted Australia's first inning, the latter bowled their rivals out quickly in their second. The England team was denied by Australia's tailenders, who were close to scripting an unlikely win.
He had to go for the catch, tantalisingly up in the air, but the facts are that it's a run and Australia need 14. Deliberate shot from Kasparovich. Jones diving forward, got both hands to it but couldn't hold on.
But this attritional battle came down to Andrew Flintoff's heroics. The all-rounder complemented his mastery with the bat to finish the match with the ball.
It's in the and it's caught. What a victory! England have pulled it off.
With 5 days of riveting competition, this was Test cricket at its best. Number 4, New Zealand versus South Africa, the ICC Cricket World Cup first semi-final. Neither the Proteas nor the Kiwis had ever been in a World Cup final, so there was all to play for. Grant Elliott turned out to be the deciding factor with an absolute scorcher of an innings.
Handsome stroke by Elliott.
South Africa gave it their all with the ball and bat, piling on a big score with limited overs in hand. But Elliott was not going to be denied that night, as the batsman found one boundary after another.
Elliott crunches it over cover.
It was down to the last over when Elliott unleashed another ferocious assault before sealing it with a 6.
Elliott on strike. Elliott hits it up into the grandstand, and New Zealand are in the World Cup final!
Another World Cup semi-final, another South Africa defeat. But the sheer quality delivered by the teams made everyone on the field a champion in spirit. Number 3, England versus New Zealand, the ICC Cricket World Cup final. New Zealand and England, vying to win their first World Championship, brought their A-game. Everything from freak dismissals to incredible strokes of luck were on display.
They go to the other end. Oh, he gets in the way. This is going to go all the way to the boundary off the bat. Can you believe this? It has. I do not believe what I've just seen.
After being limited to a below-average score, the Kiwis refused to go down without a fight. Ben Stokes again proved to be England's trump card by getting his team to the target. But the final showed why cricket is a team game, as every player on either side contributed.
Slower ball. Now then. It's Trent Bolt again. Is this it? Is this? Oh, he's thrown it. He got it.
There was so little to separate the two teams that the winner was decided by boundary count. For New Zealand, it was a gut-wrenching result since they technically never lost.
He's got it. England have won the World Cup by the barest of margins.
Overall, though, this was perfect edge-of-your-seat entertainment that ranks as the best World Cup final ever played. Number 2, Australia versus South Africa, the 5th ODI, Johannesburg. No team had ever made over 400 in an ODI. By the end of this match, that record was broken twice. In the series decider, Ricky Ponting led from the front, hammering 164 to lead Australia to a then record total.
The highest team total in one-day international cricket. It's the first time any side has got to 400.
Those who thought South Africa were out had seen nothing yet. With Herschel Gibbs cutting loose, the batsman overtook Ponting to score a remarkable 175.
Simons to him again, and again. Oh, that's a bigger six. That was a rank full toss.
While Australia's bowlers toiled hard to get 9 wickets, the South Africans' deep batting lineup kept pounding boundaries all around. Fittingly, this match went down to the last wicket and the last over. But the Proteas rode hometown momentum to score the winning runs.
Struck down the ground. What a victory. That is a sensational game of cricket.
Before T20s were common, this match set the high-octane, no-holds-barred standard that cricket thrives on today. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. India versus Pakistan, first test, Chennai. Pakistan conjured a breathtaking victory despite Sachin Tendulkar's century.
He's bowled it. The ball has gone off the bat onto the stumps, and Pakistan have won.
India versus Sri Lanka, the first ODI, Rajkot. The Lankans fell agonizingly short of 414.
And India have won.
India versus Pakistan, the ICC T20 World Cup final. A mistimed scoop lost Pakistan the match and made India the first T20 world champions.
In the air, Srishan takes it! India win!
England versus West Indies, ICC Champions Trophy final. The English attack was defied by West Indies tailenders like never before.
Oh, beautiful shot! It's gone! They have won it! What a victory! What a magnificent victory for the West Indies!
Bangladesh versus India, Nidahas Trophy final. Dinesh Karthik snatched victory at the last moment.
Nice ball, 5 needed. But he's gone for it. That's going to be a super over. Or has it gone all the way? It has! This is unbelievable from Dinesh Karthik. That's a 6. One of the flattest 6s you'll ever see in your life.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. India versus Pakistan, the Australasia Cup final. Few moments in cricket are as iconic as Javed Miandad's last ball 6, as an extraordinary match ended with the perfect finale. Arch rivals India and Pakistan have faced off in several classics, but none more memorable than this one.
They could go for the second. And Wasim Akram is coming back. Bit of misfielding. It could be a third.
The two teams brought different strategies to the match, ranging from India's controlled aggression to Pakistan's mercurial mentality. It was India's batting against Pakistan's bowling, as players like Sunil Gavaskar and Wasim Akram clashed. Still, all 100 overs led to the last delivery. India needed 1 wicket, Pakistan 1 boundary. Ultimately, Javed Miandad immortalized himself by launching the ball for a 6.
And that's up in the air, and it's going to be a 6. It is.
The wild scenes that followed still can't quite be put into words. But according to Miandad himself, this miraculous victory was a, quote, gift from God.
He gets the 6, and Pakistan have won. Unbelievable victory by Pakistan, and Javed Miandad, the hero of the moment.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.